If I tell the truth, I'm in my feelings.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Everything Philly Podcast.
Everything Philly.
Everything Philly
Not some
Podcast.
things.
Crying while they burying their children.
Your platform for entertainment, information, and some hard-hitting topics.
The truth.
Yes, the truth. We're going to jump right into a discussion that we had before we started filming. Just read trending that Charlamagne the God says that Caitlyn Jenner cannot celebrate Father's Day. And happy belated Father's Day to all the fathers out there. You can't celebrate Father's Day. Fact or no?
No.
You can't celebrate Father's Day.
He can celebrate.
You can celebrate Father's Day.
Like because if you are a man, I don't care if you got your sex. Can you celebrate Mother's Day then?
No, he never had a kid.
So why can't you celebrate Father's Day?
Charlamagne the God said he got to pick sides.
Charlamagne is not the God. That's his name.
That's his name. I'm just saying. He's the one that said that he got to pick sides.
So what I'm saying to you is, because he says that, then that means you're giving him the right to be a female then. So you're saying he's a female because he can't celebrate Father's Day.
I'm saying
it's
he
either
should bow
one
out
way or
gracefully.
another. No, I'm saying speaking on Charlamagne the God. Like, are you giving him? Because you always say that just because you get your sex change, you can't be a woman. You hear everybody talk about it now because they trying to make it a law that if you're a man, you can't play in the woman's sport. If you're a woman, you can't play in the man's sport because you still have that muscle bound of a man. So if he can't celebrate Father's Day, then you're saying that he's legitimately able to celebrate Mother's Day, but he can't play in women's sports. Like, make up your mind. To me, I don't care if you got your whole sex change or whatever case may be. You're still a man. You want to operate as a woman because you're gay or whatever the case may be, but you're still a man. Like, I wouldn't want Caitlyn Jenner playing on my daughter's basketball team. Like, she's gonna be dunking all over to my daughter and bullying my daughter all because she's still much stronger because she's still a man. You understand what I'm saying? So he has every right to celebrate Father's Day because he's still a man. You're not going to say it's okay for you to celebrate Mother's Day. No,
I don't agree. I personally think since he chose, like, he gave up that male identity, and you can't be a woman. So I would just bow out gracefully from either.
Yeah, hey,
I mean, but he is still a father though.
He's definitely still a father.
So
you got to celebrate Father's Day. Like, there's no other way you could put it. Like, you could sit here and I guess the statement was to cause controversy and it's working because we on our platform talking about what he said. So it's definitely working. Big ups. But the fact of the matter is, yes, he can celebrate Father's Day.
Because he is still a father.
Because he's still a father. And, he may be a woman. Maybe we don't know something about Charlamagne.
Well,
maybe he had him and he said, "Oh, damn, that's the best thing I ever had. He's a woman
than me." It's
been
suspect about Charlamagne.
Like, so
for
who
a while.
knows? But
with them arched eyebrows.
The fact of the matter is he's still a man. He don't have the organs or whatever it may take, but he's born a man. He's still a man. So if my argument is based on what they're trying to make a legitimate argument that females shouldn't be able to play on the basketball team, males basketball team, males shouldn't be able to play on a female football team, or whatever the case may be, whatever sport it is, because you're much stronger no matter what it is. So I can't agree with you on that one, Charlamagne.
You're not the God.
You're not the God.
Wait a minute. You were talking about this No Diddy stuff, since we're talking about all these changes and how it's impacting our communities.
Yeah, I'm tired of
pause.
I'm tired of everything that's dealing with homosexuality. Like, is the world trying to be gay? That no matter what you say, it got something to do with being gay, being homosexual. Like, every word that come out your mouth. That's not me. I'm not going to walk around and act like I got to change my vocabulary because no matter what you say is considered gay or
homophobic.
Oh, yeah, like, come on. No Diddy. I'm not saying no Diddy. I'm not saying no Pauls. I'm not saying, like, That's for
Everybody
you,
is
weak
so super
individuals.
sensitive,
Yeah.
and yeah,
Or maybe they suspect. Like if you can't have a conversation with somebody without being a suspect, then you need to be checking your own self.
mm-hmm.
It just don't make sense to me.
I agree.
And even when I'm talking to some of the young kids or whatever, and they say no Diddy, like, oh, we ain't gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. This is not a
Mm-hmm.
homosexual conversation right here. This is a straight up man to man talk.
Right, so we don't even have to
So
make
we
it.
don't even have to think about all like that. But it's getting so bad where you got little kids that they go to a cookout or a carnival, they won't eat a hot dog because, like, what is it?
Yes,
Who's putting that out there that y'all making little kids think like
giving them a complex,
yes, you're making them kind of what they
homophobic.
no, not homophobic,
No,
curious. You're making them curious about the whole thing because everything that's coming at them, they see it on TV, they hear it on the radio. A general conversation, it got just something to do with being a gay. Like, what?
mm-hmm.
Who is doing this? Is making us? I don't know. I don't even know the word for it.
I don't
It's
either.
bad though.
Everything
It's
is
really bad.
all this gay stuff is super sensitive. You can't say anything. You gotta watch what you say to people. You gotta watch the terminology that you use. Um
Everything.
and in the schools it's crazy because you have to be all inclusive now. You gotta use pronouns now, and you can't. I got in trouble because I said a kid was gay because him and the boy was playing around and touching each other.
Yeah, I
Like,
remember you came home and you said that to me that you got in trouble because these two little boys were smacking each other on the butt, and you said that's gay. Stop. Like, is it okay to let them walk around and
right.
smack each other on the butt? The parent now you go home because something happened in the closet or the bathroom, and the teacher or the principal suspend the kid because this was happening. Now the parent is mad at the school because you suspended my kid for doing this. Okay, well, you had a teacher that's in there that's trying to stop these kids to teach them what they're doing isn't good, but put the teacher on probation or whatever. What
Mhm.
message are y'all really trying to send to our generations?
Exactly. And that was my question. I said, like, you're concerned that I said the kid was gay. You should be concerned with why they're touching each other all the time this
But you
way.
didn't say he was gay. You said
Right. I
that's
told him to
gay.
stop acting gay
Yeah.
because two guys touching each other, smacking each other on the butt and running around, that's gay. Unless you are gay, then, but
But even if you are gay, you're still in school.
you're still in school.
You're not
So,
even an adult yet. So do you know what you want to be, or because
right.
it's just going around
Yep.
everywhere you turn that you're curious? That's what
Hmm.
and they see our younger generation see how much power and respect that a gay person
Yes.
has now. Like most of
Yes.
our most powerful people is turning out to be gay.
Yep.
The people that they listen to for years and years, they favorite rap stars or whatever, they
Now
got
they can't.
allegations on them now. Like, how can you win? Like, where are we going to be at in 20 years if all this is going on right now?
I
Like,
feel like it got crazy when that rapper Lil Nas X, when he came out, started doing those dances, bouncing on the floor, wearing those weird outfits, and the kids just latched right onto it. And that was just what, right before COVID or around COVID. And I feel like, because I never forget Lil Nas X with his all pink outfit, and he did this dumb dance where he would just bounce and almost make his butt
and
hit
he
the
was in
floor.
jail.
And the kids, that's all they were doing around the school was dropping it like Lil Nas X. Like, and from that point on, it just got crazier.
I didn't like that whole scenario because it made it seem like anybody that came from prison or whatever was gay.
It's gay.
Like everybody in prison except you out here dropping like it's not like that. I need to tell y'all that from the gate. No, the men that is men does not stand for that in prison. So it doesn't come from prison. I'll let y'all know that right now.
Yeah, it's
Like
crazy.
that could have came from anywhere else, but that whole video, I don't. I mean,
But I think that was the start of the craze, this whole phenomenon about being gay, and then the No Diddy stuff came out, and the
no,
Glizzy.
the polls came
The
out.
Pause came out first.
I
No, the
think
Glizzy.
no, Paul's been out for some time
Pause
now.
was before Glizzy.
Yeah.
I just remember my
Huh?
students. Huh? That's where it came from,
Boondocks.
and that's what our kids watch. I remember one of my students, he had a banana. He stood in the corner and ate his banana with his back to everybody because he didn't want to see the students watch him eat a banana.
Mike.
It was crazy. And they do the same thing, what you say, in the park with the hot dogs and stuff.
Yeah, I remember my cousin told me. I'd never heard of that until my cousin told me. He said he was at the cookout and he went over to get a hot dog, a grilled hot dog with some mustard on there, and he walked around eating. He's like, that joint was good. But every time he turned around, kids pointing at him, laughing, laughing, laughing. So he said he had finally caught one of his nephews, and he's like, why everybody laughing at me? What I do so funny? I wasted on myself. He was like, no, you eating the glizzy. He's like, well, what the heck is a glizzy? He was like, come on, Unc, you eating the glizzy. He was like, what is a glizzy? And then it finally hit him the way the kid kept saying it. He was like, I didn't care. I kept on eating my hot dog. It was good as hell. I know I ain't gay. So it's funny just to hear the stories, but it's sad that everything you do
Has a
has
sexual reference
yes,
or yep.
and the kids is the ones that's running around saying it like that, and that's bad that you got a 10-year-old, a 9-year-old talking about a glizzy, and you don't want your kid to be running around saying dick and all like that, but you gave them a word that mean dick. And it's okay for them to walk around and say it.
And they serious about
They
it too.
dead
They will
serious.
not eat a hot dog or a sausage or anything.
And we grew up on hot dogs. They were the cheapest meals. You could come hot dogs and pork and beans. Now you gotta spend more money at the supermarket now because you can't buy your kids a hot dog.
It's crazy.
This world is going downhill fast. I think it's going downhill for us fast. So I wonder where we going to be at in 20 years. What's the next generation going to be like? Because you don't see kids out there playing basketball too much. You don't see them in the streets playing football. They never really played baseball. So what is it going to be? Who is going to be all white professional sports players? Because we're not getting it. Like our schools ain't making it no better. So we're just going downhill. We need to get it together
soon, fast. Because that generation that's going downhill is a generation that like we're gonna kind of be dependent on in our later years. Yeah,
Picture that.
That's scary.
Very
That's
scary.
scary. So we gotta get our stuff together now so we can be right.
I gotta get me a grandson, raise him, granddaughter, raise him.
Start the legacy.
Think about Pop when I get old. Think about Pop. Well, I mean, hey, I don't know what can we do about it? Like, what can we actually do about it? How can you actually change that?
I am programmed, try to get as many kids in and on board with the program and start trying to change some mindsets as best as we can. I mean, that's all I have right now. But it's the mindset.
We gotta come together. We gotta come together as communities, like, teach people there's other ways to talk. Like, it ain't gotta be about that. I don't even know. You saying other ways to talk, but they changed the ways to talk. Like, you can't talk normal. You can't be yourself without being subject to something because you said one word or you wore one outfit or whatever the case may be. Like, you're being judged.
Everybody's so judgmental.
Yeah, judgmental. But I'll go back to what I said at the beginning. Like, those who say that need to look at themselves and see where they at in life. If that's what you think about, if every word that come out somebody's mouth, you're looking for that gay word, then you really need to look at where you coming from.
Yeah, what is your mindset? Why is your mindset just focused on that? What
every word that come out my mouth, that's the problem. That is a real problem. You sit there and think about every time you say a word, they trying to find some way to make it fit in with being gay.
Like, yeah.
I ain't got the time for that. I really don't. So, people, we
gotta come together. And parents, we gotta be more on our kids. I think, again, that parent responsibility. I'm not gonna let my kid run around talking about, Mom, I don't want no glizzy. My boy, you better sit down and eat this hot dog. You're not eating tonight. It's not a glizzy. It's a hot dog.
But you got grown people that's doing that nowadays.
That's part of the problem,
a lot of the grown men that's out here talking about pause. They doing it on the podcast. They doing it on TV. Everywhere you look, pause. No Diddy. Like,
yeah, they're making it a trend.
Yes.
And it's killing our youth because our youth are
followers.
Yep.
Number of followers.
So everything someone says says or does, they latch right onto it because they don't know who they are. They don't know how to think for themselves. They don't know how to think at all. There's no critical thinking skills anymore with kids. And that's sad.
And one of the biggest words is trendsetters. You hear that all the time, but where are the trendsetters? The trendsetters is the ones that's putting this nonsense out there.
Yeah. Yeah. Where the followers, what are they following? We gotta do better. Gotta
Well,
do better. I still put some of the responsibility on parents. Like we gotta be in tune with what our kids are doing. Stay woke, stay aware. Like, get involved. Talk. Listen to your
listen to
kids.
everything Philly.
Everything
Everything
Philly.
Philly.
Like,
Subscribe.
comment,
Love.
share.
Oh,
You can love it too, but there's not a love button to share.
I like love.
I like
Love
love too.
us.
Love us.
Peace.
It's been real. See you guys.